What's going on, YouTube? Wanted to chime in and show everybody an update on what's going on with the car. Just like every project, there's a change of direction. Let me get this camera turned around and show you guys what we got going on.
What is up, YouTube?
The wife just got home. Here is the current state of the car. Had my dad, he owns a body shop. He ended up calling me and saying, hey, I have an opening. Let's go ahead and get this car painted, at least the engine bay, so whenever I do get the drivetrain, new K member and everything, I won't have to worry about paint after the fact. So decided to pull everything out of the car. So here is the engine and transmission removed from the car. I also removed the ECM harness and computer, pulled everything out of there. I also shoved the body harness back into the cabin of the car. To get that out of the way, I'm going to doing a fender tuck to the passenger or to the driver's side for the headlights and anything that the body harness needs to happen. I removed the wiper motor, got that out of the way, the old vacuum lines out of the way. I still have a couple things to remove, like the brake lines need to get moved out of the way. I'm going to be pulling all these cables, cruise control cable, clutch cable, and accelerator cable needs to go. The brake booster is going to go. I am going to go with a manual brake setup. So that's all going to get moved. Got to get that out of the way. I also have some Scott rod panels coming in. So I'm going to be cutting out this whole section and installing the Scott rod smooth panels. Same with the frame rails covers. So it'll cover all these little holes. I would have to make a notch for the sway bar. I'm keeping the sway bar, so I would have to notch the plate. So whenever those things come in, whenever those panels come in, I'll go ahead and make a video of me installing them. First time ever doing something like that, so it'll be a learning curve for all of us. So while the panels show up, I am going to start a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just weld all these little holes on the strut tower. Probably get some like metal plates or something like that, cut them out and weld them up in here just to cover that thing, cover all these little holes up on the strut towers. And yeah, and then the new panel should make this look a whole lot better once they're installed. Good to have some protection. Let's get to grounding and welding. So today's a new day. My phone died while I was working on a car, so I just kept working, didn't realize my phone was dead. I got pretty much the strut tower done for the most part. Let me get this camera turned around and show you guys what I got going on so far. So all the small holes have been welded, patched up, behind. I also have to cut out maybe some like sheet metal for these bigger holes so I can fill those in, and like those 4 holes down there, get those plugged up. And I think it should be good for the most part. I think what I'm going to also do is just focus on this side. So install the Scott rod panels. They showed up yesterday. Here is the panel. There's a driver and a passenger side, and they're gonna go something like so, like that. So you kind of see what the finished product is gonna look like. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the old stuff, cut out that, maybe leave like an inch below this body weld, like an inch below here, and cut just straight across. Cut a big section out of this so I can install the new panel. All right. I think I'm gonna cut right here, and then just put up against right here. There's like a joint, and then just across, and yeah, let's see what happens. Well, that wasn't pretty, but no going back now. Gotta get this all figured out. Look at that. Just by cutting that out. Look at that. It's the little ones, you know? It's the little wings. Almost damn near fit perfect. Gonna go through and just grind everything down a little bit, clean everything up, hammer this in a little bit, and it should, again, damn near sit perfect in there. So let's keep at it. All right. Look at that. Hey. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sits just about flush with this. Got to pull this corner out a little bit. I think I'm going to tuck it in underneath this, the radiator support. Tuck that back in back there, and then start welding up here. But before I weld, I need to go get some weldable primer so I can spray everything from behind. Let's just start welding. So there you have it. Had to do a little bit of hammering here and there, just try to get this as straight across the rail as much as I can. I did have to grind down a little bit right here to try to sneak it in, but it's sitting pretty flat all the way across. I am super happy with this. On this side too, not too shabby. I'm probably gonna cut this right here, just try to make a straight line across. Primer everything, do some spot welds in the back. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Again, I'm not gonna weld it until I get some weldable primer to spray in the back of it, and then fill these holes in, and I think this should be done. All right, YouTube. We're on day 3 of, what is it, the engine base shave. So just to let everybody know, I work on this maybe, I don't know, after work for like 2-3 hours at a time, not every day, working it on the weekend. So I'm just making little progress at a time as I go. I have everything kind of trimmed up, ready to get spot welded in. I picked up some sheet metal so I can start filling in these holes. I'm gonna fill in that one, and this one. Maybe not that bottom one. I have the brake lines removed out of the way, and I think I'm gonna make this just one dedicated video on like what it looks like. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video for the driver's side. I have not even touched the driver's side. The only thing I've done so far again is just remove the brake lines that go up and around and over. I don't even know if I'm going to make a video for this side. It's all technically just going to image this side. So I think we're just going to roll with that. And let's go ahead and start spot welding this thing in, and let's see where we go. All right, so I got to do a little bit of a voiceover on this. Come to find out, I had a little bit of a mic issue. It was in and out, in and out. So right now I'm just showing where I spot welded everything. I started grinding a little bit up top. Again, I think I'm just going to grind down all the welds and smooth everything out, and then do the body work, of course. And then I think it should all look pretty smooth. I was thinking about doing some tack welds up along that seam just to make sure it doesn't flex or anything like that. But yeah, looks pretty good. I'm super happy with the product.